Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, an alleged bomb threat at Colby College led to evacuations and an ongoing investigation.
Plus, stalled negotiations between Northern Light Health and Anthem continue. Teachers in Maine could be impacted if the two cannot reach an agreement.
And as colder weather is approaching, many Maine residents will be getting help with their winter electricity bills through DHHS.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. We'll have those stories and more coming up. We'll also tell you about the potential impacts on Maine with a government shutdown, which is seeming more likely as we get closer to it. We'll have the latest on that situation and how it will impact Maine coming up. But first, a check of the forecast, and it's looking like another winter.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Let's turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. We have a little boundary tracking to the south this morning. It's bringing a little bit of rain to the northern parts of the state. It has since fizzled out within the last few frames, so it's a dry, cold front that is tracking to the south. It will be dropping temperatures, especially as we head towards tomorrow, as we get a large area of high pressure tracking in our direction. It will turn the winds out of the north. As we do zoom things out, notice behind it a whole lot of nothing pretty much moving in our direction. So futurecast for today, once we get that through, again, maybe some clouds tracking in our direction. You can see that right there. Otherwise, a lot of sunshine expected moving forward. Gusty winds will be a thing today as well. 15 to 20 mile per hour gusty winds on the way. A few of us may get close to 25 mile per hour gusts coming up. We'll really notice the gusty winds as we head towards tomorrow. They could get close to 25 to 30 miles per hour in a few spots, really getting up there along the coast. Forecast for today, mostly sunny and breezy, some passing clouds with highs in the low 70s and that north wind getting up to around 15, maybe 20 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast this morning into the afternoon, a lot of sunshine, some passing clouds for the afternoon, temperatures warming into the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. Meanwhile, there were some tense moments on the Colby College campus on Monday while authorities investigated a bomb threat. School officials say they received an email claiming there were explosives in 2 buildings. According to the Waterville Police Department, the college notified police of the threat. Waterville and state police worked together to investigate the claim while Colby College evacuated the threatened area. Out of an abundance of caution, police searched the Miller and Bixler libraries. Police determined the buildings were clear and safe to return to regular operations. Officials don't believe the threat was credible, and the incident remains under investigation.
Meanwhile, a man from Maine has died after falling from a sailboat in New York. Police say they received a call around 12:20 Saturday morning about a man who had fallen from the back of a sailboat that had docked in the Niagara River in Grand Island. Crews began searching for 61-year-old Edward LaChapelle of Turner, Maine. His body was found about an hour later, more than 100 yards from where he fell into the water.
A Pittsfield man is in jail and facing multiple animal cruelty charges. According to Pittsfield Police, on September 18th, Animal Control Officer Russell Kraft responded to hometown veterinarian in Fairfield for a report that a dog had been sexually assaulted in Pittsfield. The dog was also paralyzed. Due to probable cause, Christopher Colson of Pittsfield was arrested and charged with aggravated cruelty to animals and cruelty to animals as well. According to the Somerset County Jail inmate search, Colson's cash bail has been set at $1,000. His next court date is January 12th of 2026.
Meanwhile, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in identifying a person connected to an alleged incident in Newburgh. The Sheriff's Office says around 5:50 Saturday evening, deputies were called to the Dysart's travel stop in Newburgh. Details are few, but deputies investigated what they are calling an incident and that they need help identifying one of the parties involved. They're asking anyone who knows the male in this photo or recognizes the truck to give them a call. You can also leave a message through their mobile app.
A man from Ellsworth was badly injured after he was struck by a vehicle on the main turnpike. According to the Department of Public Safety, a man from West Virginia was driving a tractor trailer on the turnpike through Biddeford on Sunday night when he hit something around 8:30 p.m. The department says he initially thought it was a deer, but after checking his truck's onboard camera, he realized he had struck a pedestrian who was running across the turnpike. Troopers went to the scene and located 39-year-old Jared Felling of Ellsworth in the marshy area. He had serious injuries to his legs and head and was also in early stages of hypothermia. Felling was rushed to the hospital, and his injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. Investigators also learned Felling has a long criminal history and had been fleeing from Biddeford police after recently getting caught breaking into cars. Officials say he ran across the turnpike while trying to get away from police. He had also removed his court-ordered ankle monitor earlier in the day in Ellsworth, and an arrest warrant had been issued.
Now the news, if the government shuts down later this week, it could also mean Acadia National Park closes. As our Alex Schley reports, business owners are reassuring visitors that even if the park shuts its gates, Down East Maine still offers plenty to see and enjoy.
With a potential government shutdown just days away, whether Acadia National Park will be open for peak leaf peeping season remains uncertain. In a statement to ABC7 Fox 22, Acadia officials referred us to the U.S. Department of Interior's contingency plan. Dated March 2024, it states in part, quote, "In general, National Park Service sites will be closed during periods of lapse in appropriation." Acadia Park officials added, quote, "They are currently being reviewed and updated. Updated plans will be put online as soon as they're finalized." Local business owners say they're already feeling the pressure. Worried visitors will cancel trips based on what they see online.
But people don't realize that. Like, our visitors think that if the government shuts down, they can't have a good time here because they can't interface with the park in any way, which is completely not accurate, and we can easily explain that to them. But the problem is if they call to cancel, or they cancel on the internet or whatever, like, their mind's already made up.
Stephen Costa says he was working in Bar Harbor in 2013, the last time a shutdown hit during leaf peeping season.
I worked at a motel, and it was difficult. The people who came here had a great time. It wasn't an issue. The issue was that a lot of people didn't come. So again, it's the issue of perception versus reality.
Community leaders say the stakes are even higher now.
And the fall foliage and fall visitation has grown and kind of really put Bar Harbor on the map as a beautiful place to go when the fall leaves are changing.
Lawmakers have till midnight on September 30th to reach an agreement before a government shutdown would commence. In Mount Desert Island, Alex Schley for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Northern Light Health is just days away from ending their contract with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, and both sides are casting blame amid stalled negotiations. As our Grace Blanchard explains, thousands of people could be impacted if the two fail to reach an agreement.
Over the past week, healthcare system Northern Light Health and insurance giant Anthem have leveled multiple claims against one another as they struggle to reach a mutually agreeable contract. With contract negotiations looming, many Mainers are on edge.
I have Anthem, my doctor's at Northern Light, and I don't know next week if I'll be able to get health care.
Maine Senator Mike Tipping says the disconnect between Northern Light Health and Anthem highlights some bigger issues facing the healthcare system.
The threat from the federal government right now with these huge cuts to health care and what that will mean across our state, I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we're going to see.
Anthem is Maine's largest insurance provider and is contracted with groups like the Maine Education Association Benefits Trust, which provides health insurance to approximately 68,000 active and retired educators in Maine's K-12 schools. In part of a statement, the Trust executive director says it would be nothing short of devastating to their membership if Northern Light Health and Anthem fail to reach an agreement.
We're a customer, and we're hoping, like everybody, that it does get resolved.
The superintendent of Brewer Schools says they are trying to remain optimistic, as much of their staff could be faced with the challenge of finding new primary care. But it is ultimately out of their hands.
Healthcare is a very personal thing, and they trust the folks that they've been with sometimes for years, and so I think it worries people.
Both Northern Light Health and Anthem have expressed patient care as their top priority.
Anthem and Northern Light, they need to come to the table, and we need to get this done And we then need to look at the underlying issues here and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Grace Blanchard reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, certain Versant power customers will see rate changes starting on Wednesday. A statement from the company says a typical residential customer in the Bangor Hydro District will pay about 12 cents more. They say a typical residential customer in the Maine Public District will see a $2.77 decrease.
Thousands of Maine residents will be getting help with their winter electricity bills. The Maine Department of Health and Human Services will mail more than 67,000 letters to those who qualify for Maine Public Utilities Commission's Low Income Assistance Program, also known as LIAP. The program helps homeowners and renters reduce their electricity costs through monthly bill credits. Those letters should begin arriving in mailboxes this week. If you get a letter, you only need to show it to your utility provider to automatically receive LIAP benefits. Those who are already enrolled in fuel assistance will automatically be enrolled in LIAP as well. Mainers who do not get a letter but believe they will be qualified to receive LIAP assistance should contact their electric utility or local community action program. The time now is 6:11. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, an organization that helps UMaine students and staff received a donation from the town of Orono for their efforts.
We'll tell you all about it coming up, but first another check of that forecast. A beautiful day ahead, mostly sunny and breezy with highs near 70 degrees. It will be mostly clear tonight with lows dropping down to around 40. Tomorrow partly sunny with highs near 60. We'll be right back.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
All I wanted was my name. Tina Turner.
Tina, the Tina Turner musical. The mega hit comes direct from Broadway. See her triumphant story and be ecstatically blown away. Everybody everywhere should come see Rape's New York Magazine. October 27th, Cross Insurance Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Starting May 1st, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles will begin issuing the new Pine Tree license plate. If you have a Chickadee plate, it will be replaced when you renew after May 1st at no additional charge. If you have a Chickadee plate number you want to keep, you can reserve it today online by searching Reserve My Plate and paying a one-time $25 fee. With your help, we can provide prompt and quality service to all Mainers. Brought to you by this station, the Maine Association of Broadcasters, and the Secretary of State.
An organization dedicated to helping University of Maine students, faculty, and staff meet their everyday needs got a little boost from the town of Orono. Last night, the Black Bear Mutual Aid Fund received a check for over $1,300 from the town of Orono. The funds were raised during the recent Orono Festival Days with a pancake breakfast, a town council dunk tank, and a fun run.
Though they'll use it for their various purposes that they use to help people in the Black Bear, the university community, so people can come to them for help, and they helped us organize the event, but they raise money all throughout the year and help be just a helping hand to people in the university community that need some help.
Students at Eastern Maine Community College will be able to get a different kind of hands-on experience thanks to a new partnership. The school is teaming up with Bangor International Airport for an internship program for students in criminal justice so they can get a first-hand look at airport security and compliance. They will also be paired directly with the teams in charge of those jobs at BIA. The airport's director says the collaborative efforts support the development of the future workforce in the Bangor community, and they are delighted to build opportunities at BIA. Colonel Plebani, chair of EMCC's Criminal Justice Department, says, quote, "This partnership represents a meaningful step in preparing students for public safety careers while also strengthening our community connections. Students will gain insight into the unique challenges of airport security, as well as marketable, transferable, and professional skills."
A bridge in Somerset County has been officially named in honor of a former sheriff. Over the weekend, the bridge that carries Route 201 over Austin Stream in Bingham was formerly dubbed the Barry A. DeLong Bridge. According to the Somerset County Sheriff's Office, Barry DeLong served as a state police trooper with the Maine State Police for 20 years, patrolling Bingham, and as a detective investigating child abuse cases. DeLong was elected sheriff of Somerset County in 1995 and served in that position for 20 years. The sheriff's office said he had a positive impact on many families in Somerset County, and it was fitting to dedicate the bridge to a man who served Somerset County for 4 decades.
Maine Veterans Project has donated a vehicle to another veteran in need. This is the happy moment when veteran Dale Goodwin got the keys to his new wheels today at Twin City Tire. Maine Veterans Project President Doc Goodwin, who is not related to Dale, says Dale came all the way from Saco for the event. Doc says Dale served in the military during the 1960s and spent time overseas. He says Dale Goodwin has been waiting 7 months for a vehicle that suited his needs, and finally it all came together.
Isn't that nice?
The time now is 6:16. After the break, we'll learn about signs of burnout in kids who balance school and extracurricular activities.
Plus, the government is set to shut down in less than 24 hours. All the details on that as Good Morning Maine continues.
Seasons Lounge and Banquet Center. We're just 1 block from Hollywood Slots in Bangor, and your home for the NFL Sunday Ticket. Come watch the game with us and have an appetizer combo. See us for game day specials. Bands, food, fun, seasons.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your chance to give back. And your safety check.
Whoa.
All at an incredible value. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox.
Current Chevy lessees can get this 2026 Equinox for around $319 a month. Or well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2026 Equinox models.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just 1 sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
This morning, how's this sound? Wake up with Glenn Powell, live on GMA.
There we go.
And this week, Abbott Elementary's Cheryl Lee Ralph lights up GMA.
Oh my God.
And Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt are right here live on
Good Morning America. Seasons Lounge and Banquet Center. We're just 1 block from Hollywood Slots in Bangor, and your home for the NFL Sunday Ticket. Come watch the game with us and have an appetizer combo. See us for game day specials. Bands, food, fun, seasons.
School year now in full swing, health experts are warning parents to look out for signs of burnout. A child's schedule can fill up pretty fast during the school year, and pediatric psychologists with Cleveland Clinic are reminding parents to keep an eye out for their kids' jam-packed schedules. They say if you notice challenges in your child's sleep, eating habits, mood, or grades, they may be juggling more than they can handle. They suggest helping them prioritize tasks that matter the most while still making space for extracurriculars.
Good lessons as they head into their busy lives. Well, meanwhile, frugal Mainers can pinch an extra penny or two this week. According to Gas Buddy's survey of more than 1,200 gas stations around the state, the average price for a gallon of gas has fallen exactly 1 cent over the past week. Gas Buddy's head of petroleum analysis, Patrick DeHaan, says the changing seasons can be credited with the dropping prices. DeHaan stating in part, quote, gas prices have seen a notable weekly drop in most states as seasonal factors ramp up their impact. The switch to cheaper winter gasoline and falling gasoline demand. Everybody's kind of got their summer travels out of the way.
Yes.
Now they're getting ready for winter,
Yeah.
although a lot of people do hit the roads to go out
They
and check
do.
out the foliage and that kind of thing too.
And in the winter for the holidays,
That's
lots
true.
of travel.
Yeah.
The time now is 6:19. Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Let's check out the wave heights right now along the ocean. Not looking too bad at around 2 to 3 feet along the coast. We have no advisories in effect along the coastline or even on land for that matter. It's definitely active further out towards sea at around 6 feet at this moment in time. Let's check out the water temperatures in a lower to middle 60s, upper 60s further out towards sea. Same idea further out towards the east at this moment in time. On land, we have a little cold front tracking down toward the south. It got a few rain showers going across the northern parts of the state. It has since fizzled out as it's tracked farther down toward the south. We have a large area of high pressure that will be moving in our direction with the passage of this front, and that's really going to help the drop temperatures coming up later on this week. In fact, as early as tomorrow, we'll start to see those temperatures drop. So Futurecast moving forward, we will see a lot of sunshine once we get this front through, and we'll see a few passing clouds as well. Notice most of those clouds will stay further off towards the north. Later on tonight, not a whole lot of clouds, most of those staying off towards the north. As we head towards your Wednesday, a few passing clouds. We'll call it a partly cloudy sky. No precipitation. I'm not sold to what Futurecast is showing. I'll go partly cloudy, and that's about it. Still breezy nonetheless. And then once we head towards Wednesday night, we'll go with a mostly clear sky, and we'll keep things clear as we head towards Thursday morning. Gusty winds will be a thing, up to 15 to 20 miles per hour at times. Few of you getting close to 25 mile per hour gusts. And then once we head towards Wednesday, look at this. Some gusts even getting up to 30, maybe even 35 miles per hour at times. So a lot of gusty winds on the way as we do move forward in time. So your forecast moving forward, look at this. Lower 70s, not bad, mostly sunny, breezy out there with the winds turning out of the north at around 15, 20, maybe even up to 25 miles per hour at times. As we head towards tonight, lower 40s, mostly clear, winds backing off out of the north at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, low 60s, look at that, we really cool off, partly cloudy and breezy, north wind getting up to around 20, 25, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour at times. And let's check out your extended forecast. Thursday, mostly sunny, highs warming a little bit into the middle 60s, and then lower 70s for your Friday under a mostly sunny sky. Mostly sunny again Saturday with highs warming into the mid 70s.
Carpets looking tired, stained, or just plain dirty? It's time to call the pros. At CNR Carpet Cleaning, we use deep steam technology to remove dirt, odors, pet hair, and allergens fast. Fresh, clean carpets, healthier home. That's the CNR promise. Visit our Facebook page for a free estimate or call us today, 631-7380. Step into clean with CNR Carpet Cleaning.
When you're a kid, your dream job can be lots of things, like being the first person on Mars. What's that, a Marsonaut? The world's bestest video game player. Or how about a doctor to help pets? But for some kids, those dreams are on hold, which is why for 27 years and for every car sold, Hyundai and our dealers donate to Hope on Wheels to fight childhood cancer. So kids can get back to the most important job of all, being a kid.
At China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, we're serving up your Chinese favorites. Our food is delicious, our staff is friendly, and our service is fast. Open Tuesday through Sunday, call ahead, order online, or just stop by. Enjoy our indoor dining for the full experience, or get takeout that the whole family will enjoy. We'll make sure your cravings are satisfied. China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, where tradition meets flavor.
I'm Jim with Lowry Law. One of our clients was a man whose family contacted me after he was badly injured in a hit and run. As a former prosecutor, I was able to work with the police and the DA's office to identify the driver and prove that he was drunk when the accident happened. It was that work that allowed us to get him a $500,000 settlement. If you've been hurt by a drunk driver, call me. I'm your go-to guy.
Hurt by a drunk driver? Call the twos. You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. We'll get to that drama in Washington now. The government is set to shut down in less than 24 hours. A spending deal right now appears to be unlikely. The resulting shutdown could have far-reaching consequences for Americans coast to coast. ABC's Lionel Moyes has more.
This morning, time is running out to prevent a government shutdown at midnight tonight. Republicans are pushing for a short-term funding fix to keep the government running until November 20th. But Democrats are demanding a new bill that reverses cuts to Medicaid and prevents health insurance premiums from rising. President Trump sat down yesterday with top Democrats for the first time.
The government shuts down. It's because Republicans have decided to shut the government down and hurt the American people. And that's a point that we made loudly and clearly in that meeting.
I think we're headed to a shutdown because the Democrats won't do the right thing.
ABC's Rachel Scott asking the vice president this.
So just to be clear, is there room for negotiation here with Democrats?
They had some ideas that the president thought was reasonable. What's not reasonable is to hold those ideas as leverage and to shut down the government unless we give you everything that you want.
The funding bill needs 60 votes to pass the Senate, meaning Republicans need 7 Democrats to join them. Senate Majority Leader John Thune plans to force the Senate to vote today over and over again, looking to get Democrats on the record, saying, at some point, they're just going to need to keep voting it down.
They have the ability to, right now, to say that we're going to keep Medicaid and the subsidies to the Affordable Care Act in place.
If there's a shutdown, essential government employees like air traffic controllers, TSA agents, and members of the military could be required to work without getting paid.
You're just getting kicked in the teeth left and right all the time from, the government that you've spent your life dedicated to. It gets tiring after a while.
A government shutdown could lead to more than just furloughs. The Trump administration is considering mass firings, eliminating jobs of people working on programs not consistent with the president's priorities. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Thousands of Palestinians continue to flee Gaza City as they await Hamas's response to President Trump's latest proposal to end the war. Palestinians are walking along the Mediterranean, carrying what little belongings they have left as they spend their days looking for new places to live. Israel is ramping up its effort to seize full control of Gaza City. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu threw his support behind President Trump's latest peace plan proposal on Monday. Now the two countries, as well as thousands of Palestinians, are waiting for Hamas to respond.
Well, now to the leaked text messages to a top official in the Trump administration. They're shining a spotlight on a growing struggle for American farmers caught in the middle of a trade war. ABC's Morgan Norwood with that story.
With the crisis looming for hundreds of thousands of American soybean farmers, a text message to a cabinet secretary appears to show concern within the Trump administration.
China has not bought a single export cargo of beans so far this year, which is not very typical.
Soybeans are the largest American export to China in terms of value, the country purchasing $12.6 billion worth last year. But in retaliation for new tariffs, China has now stopped buying, dropping those sales to zero. American farmers feeling the pain.
When China quits buying, our prices go down.
Now, this photo taken by the Associated Press at the UN last week is amplifying concern. It appears to show a text message to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent from BR, widely considered to be Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins. The message reads, "We bailed out Argentina yesterday, and in return, the Argentines removed their export tariffs on grains, reducing their price, and sold a bunch of soybeans to China at a time when we would normally be selling to China." The message refers to a potential $20 billion aid package from the Trump administration to help stabilize Argentina's economy. But after that aid package was announced, Argentina suspended its soybean export tax and immediately sold shiploads of soybeans to China, another blow to U.S. farmers. In the message sent to Bessent, BR says, "This gives China more leverage on us."
So we're going to make sure that our farmers are in great shape.
President Trump has suggested some money raised by tariffs could be used to help struggling farmers, and the Agriculture Secretary says the administration is working on a farmer aid package.
Rowland does not confirm whether those text messages were indeed from her. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Federal prosecutors make a push for Sean Diddy Combs to be sentenced to more than 11 years in prison. Prosecutors urge the judge to not be lenient. According to a court filing, they are asking for Combs to be sentenced to at least 135 months behind bars and fine him $500,000. Meanwhile, his lawyers are asking the judge to hand him a 14-month sentence, which, if agreed to, would allow him to walk free by the end of the year because he would be credited for time already spent in jail. Combs was found guilty back in July for prostitution-related charges and could face up to 20 years behind bars. Combs pled not guilty to all charges and is expected to appeal his conviction. Combs is set to learn his fate on Friday.
And an artificial intelligence service is adding parental controls. ChatGPT is rolling out new parental controls that will allow parents to link their account with their teen's account. Parents can then customize the settings to make the app a safe and age-appropriate experience. Parents will now be able to set usage hours as well, disable AI voice responses, and take other protective steps. There will also be emergency notifications if teens discuss self-harm. Parents must have their own ChatGPT account in order to use those controls.
Coming up on the second half of the newscast, a resident in Carmel was awarded for being the oldest member in the town, along with recognition from the Grand Lodge of Maine.
We'll have that story and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Looking to power your home or business with efficiency and reliability? At Ideal Energy Solutions, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services, heat pump installation and service, and are an authorized Generac dealer, built to keep you running in any weather. We're proud registered vendors with Efficiency Maine, from residential upgrades to commercial installations. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Hi, I'm Barry, third-generation owner of Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear. For over 100 years, we have been a destination for Western saddlery and equine tack. But hold on, partner. We are a store with much more. We are fully stocked with Western apparel and, of course, Western boots for the entire family. For summer concerts, formal events, how about riding horses? Even safety toe work boots. All boots purchased receive a free coating of leather preservative. Cowboy up. Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono.
The Sylvia Ross Home in Bangor provides 5 professional levels of care and support for residents. We have access to a registered nurse on campus 24/7. Our weekly entertainment consists of a variety of live musical performances and bingo games twice a week. Our on-site beauty salon is available with a professional stylist, and we have 2 libraries that offer computers and Wi-Fi.
Sylvia Ross Home is a warm, welcoming community. Please join us anytime for a tour and lunch.
Today, there are so many Medicare options, and they can be confusing. This is why Senior Planning Center has locations and agents all over Maine to help you secure the benefits you deserve. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? See why thousands of Mainers turn to Senior Planning Center for their Medicare needs.
Don't call an out-of-state 800 number when your help is right here at home with the Senior Planning Center. For a free Medicare review, call 207-223-6565 and speak with a licensed agent today. No obligation to enroll.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, 2025, and it is also National Chewing Gum Day.
People have been chewing gum for thousands of years. The oldest piece of gum was found in Finland and was made of bark tar more than 5,000 years ago.
Sounds delicious.
Greeks were also known to chew on gum from the mastic tree for its antiseptic qualities and was used to maintain oral health. However, chewing gum didn't truly become commercial until 1848, when John Curtis invented and sold gum that he called Maine Pure Spruce Gum. He made it by boiling spruce tree resin at a factory in Portland, Maine.
I didn't know that until this morning. Kind of interesting. You're not a
Very
big
fun
gum
fact.
chewer? I used to
Not
chew
really.
gum more, but
yeah, like I said, I'll do it on a plane.
Right.
For my ears or something
keep
like
them
that.
from popping.
Yeah.
You know. I'd like a good piece of bubble gum every now and then,
Yeah.
a little Bubblicious or something like that. But I haven't had one in a long time. But all right, time for a little more history. It was on this date back in 1846, and a septic was used. Is that what it says? Anesthetic was used. I can't read the end of it there. It was used for the first time on a dental patient by Dr. William Morton. The Boston dentist was the first to use ether successfully during surgery. That means probably some people before him were not successful.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. All right, 1918, President Woodrow Wilson spoke in favor of guaranteeing women the right to vote as lawmakers considered approval of the 19th Amendment. It failed to gain enough support and died in the Senate that first time, but the bill was finally passed the following year. 1947, the World Series was broadcast on TV for the first time in a game between the Yankees and the Brooklyn Dodgers. And in 1949, the Berlin airlift came to an end on this day after delivering more than 2 million tons of cargo to blockaded residents of West Berlin. The deliveries had been carried out for 15 months until the Soviet Union agreed to lift the blockade after realizing it wasn't working and had also led to increased tensions during the Cold War.
In 1955, actor James Dean was killed in a two-car collision in California. He was just 24 years old. And in 1960, the Flintstones debuted on ABC and would later be rated one of the greatest TV cartoons of all time.
Wilma!
And in 2004, scientists captured images of a live giant squid in its natural environment. It is the largest invertebrate in the world and is estimated to be 26 feet in size. That's a long squid.
Incredible, huh?
The groundbreaking image was captured by the Smith Ocean Institute near the South Sandwich Islands, marking a significant advancement in understanding the creatures.
It's fascinating.
It is.
All right, time for birthdays. They're kind of a diverse group today. They include musician Trey Anastasio from the band Fish. He is 61 years old. I saw them in Bangor a few years ago. Great show. Yeah. Actress Monica Bellucci is also turning 61. And singer Johnny Mathis. When was the last time you heard about Johnny Mathis?
I don't know if ever.
Do you know who he is?
No.
Yeah, he was a big singer back in the day.
Okay.
And he is 90 years old today. That's probably why you haven't heard from him.
It's a milestone.
But he sung some real classics and some Christmas tunes.
Oh, fun.
You'd recognize his voice.
I would probably.
So I'll have to pull something up on the Google here, and, and we'll find something for you.
Let's turn things back over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. We have a little boundary tracking to the south this morning. It's bringing a little bit of rain to the northern parts of the state. It has since fizzled out within the last few frames, so it's a dry cold front that is tracking to the south. It will be dropping temperatures, especially as we head towards tomorrow, as we get a large area of high pressure tracking in our direction. It will turn the winds out of the north. As we do zoom things out, notice behind it a whole lot of nothing pretty much moving in our direction. So futurecast for today, once we get that through, again, maybe some clouds tracking in our direction. You can see that right there. Otherwise, a lot of sunshine expected moving forward. Gusty winds will be a thing today as well. 15 to 20 mile per hour gusty winds on the way. A few of us may get close to 25 mile per hour gusts coming up. We'll really notice the gusty winds as we head towards tomorrow. They could get close to 25 to 30 miles per hour in a few spots, really getting up there along the coast. Forecast for today, mostly sunny and breezy, some passing clouds with highs in the low 70s and that north wind getting up to around 15, maybe 20 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast this morning into the afternoon, a lot of sunshine, some passing clouds for the afternoon. Temperatures warming into the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Listening to a little Chances Are by Johnny Mathis.
Yes.
What a great song.
He has a great voice.
Yeah, it really is.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood,
here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
Dolly Parton is apologizing to her fans after the country music icon postponed her residency in Las Vegas. Parton says she's dealing with some health challenges and is pushing back her shows to next September.
Spider Pig, Spider Pig. Does whatever a spider pig does.
The Simpsons are returning to the big screen. 20th Century says a new feature film starring Homer and the rest of the family is set to hit theaters July 20.
No. Oh, where'd it go? I think
don't
it just
know.
kind of ended suddenly there.
I guess. Still to come here this morning, Max Sturm with sports.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll be right back. Yeah, but.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Everything is so expensive these days, and being a widow makes things even tougher. I worked 4 jobs just to get by. That's why I'm so grateful for Senator Collins' new law. It restores Social Security benefits for thousands of Mainers just like me. Benefits we earned. Now, I can enjoy my retirement with my grandchildren. Thank you, Senator Collins, for always delivering for Maine.
Call Senator Collins. Thank her for fighting for Maine.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Boderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
Hosted by Leah Remini.
4 of them make $1.
Hoarders. People Puzzler.
Weekdays at 10 on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, folks. The Red Sox are postseason bound, but they first needed to take care of business in their last regular season game versus the Tigers. Getting things started early on in the first inning for the Red Sox was Masataka Yoshida, who hammers this ball deep into right field and over the wall to put the Sox up 1-0. We'll move on to the top of the fourth now. 2 on for the Tigers, and Javier Baez sends one over the top of the Green Monster. A 3-run homer gives the Tigers a 3-1 lead. But Boston didn't wait too long to strike back, and with this one, David Hamilton says not so fast, launching one deep to center field and out to tie the game back up at 3. And then still in the bottom of the fourth inning, they weren't quite done yet. Jarren Duran is going to hit one off the top of the Green Monster. Watch this one. Absolutely hammers it into the Green Monster for a double, and the Sox score again. Boston would close out this season with a 4-3 victory. On Tuesday night, though, in the Bronx, it's Game 1 of the American League wild card. Red Sox ace Garrett Crochet facing Yankees ace Max Fried. This is a best-of-3 series with all the games taking place in New York.
It's exciting. Hard to know what my emotions will be like until it happens. But, you know, right now, like I said, I'm just trying to treat it like it's another start. You know, I've pitched here twice already this year and faced this lineup 4 times. I don't want to say it's comfortable because it's a tough opposing lineup, but there's a sense of comfort there and just knowing the faces that I'm going to be going up against.
We are less than a month away from Celtics basketball, and Boston's newest player is thrilled to get things started with his new team. The Boston Celtics acquired shooting guard Anthony Simons early back in June from the Portland Trail Blazers in a trade package that sent star point guard Jrue Holiday to the West Coast. Last season in Portland, Simons averaged 19 points per game and shot 43% from the field. The Celtics hope that he will add to their already dangerous scoring offense. Simons says that he is extremely excited to play for a winning squad, and he believes that he can be a key part of bringing the Celtics back to the finals.
I was super excited for the opportunity to come here and join a culture that's already been set and, you know, something that, you know, was going to help my career out tremendously, just, you know, playing at the highest level and winning basketball. And that's what I was excited about, you know, joining and, you know, being a part of.
Fans should be excited. The Patriots will be shuffling off to Buffalo next Sunday on a primetime showdown against Josh Allen and the undefeated Bills. The Pats played one of their most complete games in years on Sunday, pounding the Carolina Panthers 42-13. Quarterback Drake May, who's now in his second year, is third in AFC in passer rating, was 14 of 17 and went for 203 yards, throwing for 2 touchdowns while rushing for another. New England now looks ahead to Buffalo and reigning MVP Josh Allen, who for the first time since 2020 are 4-0. One of only 2 undefeated teams remaining in the NFL this season. Head coach Mike Vrabel says that the team must look ahead and come well prepared to face their divisional foe on primetime.
Whether you win or you lose, we've got to embrace moving on, and we have to do that. We have to be prepared here for a division opponent on the road. It's going to be a great environment, and hopefully we'll see where we're at.
A former Maine Black Bear made his first big splash in the NFL on Sunday. The now Vikings running back Xavier Scott scored his first NFL touchdown in Minnesota's game versus the Steelers in Dublin, Ireland. A 16-yard strike thrown by quarterback Carson Wentz found Scott, who made a wonderful toe tap catch in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Scott, who played 3 years with the Black Bears, was first with the Indianapolis Colts before signing with the Vikings in August, and now he scored his first touchdown in the big leagues. That's all the time we have for sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break.
Summer is here and it's heating up. You could be cooling down with a Fujitsu heat pump from Valley Home Services. Don't let the name fool you. Heat pumps aren't just for winter. They keep your home cool and comfortable even on the hottest days. No more straining your back with heavy window units. Just reliable, energy-efficient cooling at the push of a button. So why wait? Embrace the comfort with Fujitsu heat pumps and Valley Home Services. Call or visit us online today.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button, only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
Take two.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood.
Here's Melissa Adon.
Dolly Parton is apologizing to her fans after the country music icon postponed her residency in Las Vegas. Parton says she's dealing with some health challenges and is pushing back her shows to next September.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
The Simpsons are returning to the big screen. 20th Century says a new feature film starring Homer and the rest of the family is set to hit theaters July 23rd, 2027. 20 years after the first Simpsons movie, the show has already been renewed for its 40th season. 20th Century is owned by Disney, the parent company of ABC News.
Jake Kelly, so handsome. Look at you, you're the American dream.
Netflix is out with the first official trailer for Jake Kelly, its new awards contender starring George Clooney as a movie star reeling from the death of his mentor. The film releases in theaters November 14th and hits Netflix on December 5th. And happy birthday to the nanny, Fran Drescher, who up until recently was the president of the SAG-AFTRA Actors Union, is turning 68 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adon, ABC News.
The World Health Organization says people are living longer these days. Folks just like 97-year-old Francis Garland of Carmel.
He is the town's oldest resident and has been awarded the Boston Post cane yesterday, and a very special recognition from the Grand Lodge of Maine for his continued support as a Masonic member.
Our Jody Hersey has more.
At the Masonic Lodge in Carmel, the town's oldest resident, Francis Bud Garland, was honored with the Boston Post cane.
Well, today people are living. Years ago, people only existed, you know. You was lucky you had food to eat, and you're lucky you had a job.
The Boston Post cane tradition began in 1909 by the publisher of the Boston Post newspaper as a way to honor a town's oldest male resident, with the understanding that the cane belongs to the town, not the man who received it. In 1930, women became eligible for the award.
To me, it represents community and longevity of community and, you know, really historians of the community as well.
Well, I think it's wonderful.
At 97 years old, Garland has been a lifelong Carmel resident. In addition to the Boston Post cane, he received legislative sentiments from Representative Jim Thorne of Carmel and Senator David Hagan of Hamden, as well as a very special recognition from the Grand Lodge of Maine and Benevolent Lodge 87, where Garland has been a Masonic member for 75 years.
To be in the presence of somebody who's put that much time into the fraternity, it's very energizing. And I go home and I feel proud to be a member. I'm always proud to be a member of this fraternity, but even more so a day like today.
Many of Garland's family members, including his daughter, neighbors, and friends, attended the ceremony.
I'm thrilled for Bud. I'm thrilled for Susan. It's a lovely event.
In Carmel, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, congratulations to him. 97.
It's a cute story.
Yeah.
I love it. Now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Let's check out the wave heights right now along the ocean. Not looking too bad at around 2 to 3 feet along the coast. We have no advisories in effect along the coastline or even on land for that matter. It's definitely active further out towards sea at around 6 feet at this moment in time. Let's check out the water temperatures in a lower to middle 60s, upper 60s further out towards sea. Same idea further out towards the east at this moment in time. On land, we have a little cold front tracking down toward the south. It got a few rain showers going across the northern parts of the state. It has since fizzled out as it's tracked farther down toward the south. We have a large area of high pressure that will be moving in our direction with the passage of this front, and that's really going to help the drop temperatures coming up later on this week. In fact, as early as tomorrow, we'll start to see those temperatures drop. So futurecast moving forward, we will see a lot of sunshine once we get this front through, and we'll see a few passing clouds as well. Notice most of those clouds will stay further off towards the north. Later on tonight, not a whole lot of clouds, most of those staying off towards the north. As we head towards your Wednesday, a few passing clouds. We'll call it a partly cloudy sky. No precipitation. I'm not sold to what futurecast is showing. I'll go partly cloudy, and that's about it. Still breezy nonetheless. And then once we head towards Wednesday night, we'll go with a mostly clear sky, and we'll keep things clear as we head towards Thursday morning. Gusty winds will be a thing, up to 15 to 20 miles per hour at times. Few of you getting close to 25 mile per hour gusts. And then once we head towards Wednesday, look at this. Some gusts even getting up to 30, maybe even 35 miles per hour at times. So a lot of gusty winds on the way as we do move forward in time. So your forecast moving forward, look at this. Lower 70s, not bad, mostly sunny, breezy out there with the winds turning out of the north at around 15, 20, maybe even up to 25 miles per hour at times. As we head towards tonight, lower 40s, mostly clear, winds backing off out of the north at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, low 60s, look at that, we really cool off, partly cloudy and breezy, north wind getting up to around 20, 25, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour at times. And let's check out your extended forecast. Thursday, mostly sunny, highs warming a little bit into the middle 60s, and then lower 70s for your Friday under a mostly sunny sky. Mostly sunny again Saturday with highs warming into the mid 70s.
Looking for a new roof in Maine? Cesny Roofing has you covered with 6 roofing options: asphalt, metal, rubber, and more. We also handle gutters, siding, and expert brick chimney repairs. Choose from multiple roofing systems with warranties up to 50 years. With 200 plus 5-star Google reviews and financing available, you can trust our experienced team to deliver quality that fits your home and your budget. Serving the entire state of Maine. Call now at 207-GET-ROOF or visit CesnyRoofing.com.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space. The Home Planning Center specialists at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
When you're a kid, your dream job can be lots of things, like being the first person on Mars. What's that, a Marsonaut? The world's bestest video game player. Or how about a doctor to help pets? But for some kids, those dreams are on hold, which is why for 27 years and for every car sold, Hyundai and our dealers donate to Hope on Wheels to fight childhood cancer. So kids can get back to the most important job of all, being a kid.
Their moves are trending.
The music is viral. It's TikTok night on Dancing with the Stars.
Another viral hit on our hands.
TikTok's night on Dancing with the Stars. ABC tonight.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
Another bear sighting in Oro Valley, Arizona, this time at a local grocery store, leaves residents and law enforcement on high alert. Charlie Alacoy was on his way from his Catalina State Park when he decided to stop at a store. He didn't have any luck getting photos of wildlife at the park, but he was in for a surprise when he entered his local Fry's. Alacoy spotted a bear cub running around. He says there were about a dozen people in the store, but the bear didn't approach anyone and had no one to hurt. Mark Friedberg was with Arizona Game and Fish, says that's because black bears typically try to avoid people. The bear cub ran off into a Starbucks drive-thru and was unable to be found once Game and Fish arrived to help police officers.
The audio there, but thank goodness nobody was hurt. Not the thing you'd expect when you're headed down to get some ice cream or something at the grocery store.
Could happen here in Maine as well.
It easily could. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. That will be all for this hour. Stay with us for the third hour of Good Morning Maine. That will be next on Fox 22.
Thanks for being there, everyone. We hope you have a great day.